Publications from the Wall Street Journal to Time Magazine to the New York Post, all honoring Charlie Kirk this morning with new covers featuring the conservative icon.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, how are you remembering Charlie today?
Carly's the type of thing where you wake up and then, you kind of shake off the cobwebs and say, wait, did that actually happen yesterday? Did I witness what we did in Utah as far as Charlie being gunned down like that? This is somebody who will go down, I think, as one of the great patriots of the 21st century, if not of all time in this country. And that's not really a hyperbole. It isn't. This is a guy who, 18 years old, decided to start this movement called Turning Point USA, literally from scratch. Think about what we were thinking about when we were 18 years old. But he felt that he had to be on a mission. This is 2012. And then sure enough, this is somebody who created this movement where he had millions of followers, where if he ran any event, thousands of people would show up. When we talk about grassroots, literally Charlie Kirk created a grassroots movement that never existed before on the right, as far as engaging young people and telling them this is why you need to be involved. If you're frustrated with the way things are going in this country, here's how you can help. And he didn't shout people down, Carly and Todd. He didn't, believe in censorship. He would engage in debates at all these events. It was called Prove Me Wrong debates. And he literally would invite people up to the front of the line, to the front of the stage, say, if you really disagree with me a lot, I want to hear from you first. That's the way it should be done. And again, watch him on social media sometime. It really is something. And it seems more and more that there's some people in this country who have no interest in debate. They just want to silence those they disagree with through censorship. And if that doesn't work, through violence. If that doesn't work, through literally taking somebody's life. And again, you've played that video. Todd and Carly, you have very young children. My kids are still, elementary school. One's in middle school now. To see his daughter running up to him like that after he was done hosting Fox and Friends First in late July, and just the look on his face seeing his daughter, I cannot get over that this man's life was taken because he wasn't just this great activist. He was a great husband, a father of two young children, a son to a mother and father. And I wake up today and I still can't believe what happened, guys.
That image was almost too real, too close to home. Horrific. So where do we go from here, Joe? What happens next? Will this force conservatives, despite the free speech protections that this great country provides us, to silence themselves? Or do conservatives, and do all of us for that matter, fight even harder in Charlie Kirk's legacy?
I think we do what Charlie said we would do if he were alive today. He said, guys, it's not about me, it's about the movement, and let's keep moving forward. If you get knocked down, keep moving forward. And I think that's the way it has to be handled. Can't live in a tinderbox, certainly. And I think that's what Charlie would want ultimately. I guess the big question and the test is now, Carly and Todd, is after a week or two, after all the bipartisan things we heard yesterday from Democrats, from Republicans, from everybody saying this is enough and we can't tolerate this anymore. In 2 weeks from now, we're going to hear that Donald Trump is Hitler again, that Republicans are evil. Is James Comey going to go out to another beach and spell 8647? Is somebody like Joe Biden saying that Trump needs to be put in a bullseye like he did 4 days before Donald Trump was shot? That's the test right now. 2 weeks from now, will we hear this rhetoric creep back again, or will people finally learn that enough is enough? Let's disagree, but let's move on.
Charlie didn't just start a movement, he was one, and it's going to take many people to fill his place. Charlie Kirk was 31 years old, and he will be deeply missed.
Columbia University's student-run satirical newspaper, The Federalist, published an article on Wednesday roasting Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk in the wake of his assassination because of his support for gun rights. The article, published just hours after Kirk's death, satirized the staunch Second Amendment advocate being shot and killed, with the headline, Turning Point USA undergoes unexpected ideological shift, states Second Amendment actually not that important anymore. The Turning Point USA leadership team recently convened to discuss the role of the Second Amendment in our propaganda, education. We've decided to reconsider our stance on gun control and personal freedoms. This decision was made completely independently of recent events, the mock statement written by the Satire site read. Guns kill people. That is a truth that we have only recently learned. It turns out ignoring all of those public health experts and grieving parents and nationwide statistics wasn't a good idea. Our bad. The short article continued, slamming both the Turning Point USA organization and conservatives at large for their terrible politics. In typical conservative fashion, it seems, Turning Point USA only realizes how terrible their politics are when it F.S. with their own lives. Go figure, the outlet concluded. Kirk, a husband and father of two, was shot and killed during a campus event at Utah Valley University Wednesday. He was 31. Kirk was shot in the neck as he spoke to the large crowd from under a white pop-up tent. He was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead later Wednesday afternoon. Kirk's shocking death has been met with widespread mourning and outrage. President Donald Trump, who counted Kirk as a friend and close political ally, called him a patriot and man of deep faith. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together, we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come, Trump said Wednesday from the Oval Office.
Just a few moments ago before this show, I talked to the President of the United States on the phone. He had obviously already posted on Truth Social. He had said some other things, but did want to pass on something else publicly and said I could pass this on. Quote, "All of this violence cannot happen. Charlie Kirk was such an amazing guy. He really captured the youth, the imagination of the youth. He was an unbelievable patriot. He really convinced millions and millions of young people that MAGA was the way to go. Today is so sad. He was an amazing person who was not afraid to talk to and confront the other side, just talk to them, debate them, and explain why they were wrong and MAGA was right. Nobody was better. It's such a tragic day." Again, that's President Trump just moments ago before the show.
As of Thursday morning, Kirk's killer remains at large. The satirical paper was co-founded by future Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch as a student in 1986. Kirk frequently defended the Second Amendment as a necessary means to defend yourself against a tyrannical government. Some of his ideological foes noted he said some gun deaths were an unfortunate and unavoidable consequence. So, we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.